Hi, and welcome. Today we're going to continue on with our pair that we've been trading with for quite some time now. The only difference is the market's closed right now. So we're going to pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. And here it is, New Zealand USD. Yesterday, when the market closed, it closed with a negative $24.22. I'm not overly concerned with that because I've been going with this for quite some time. New Zealand USD has a tendency to continually change, as you can see when we go to the day chart. And it's hourly or day or week or month. And I like to spread it out so I can see the full picture of it. Now, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, as you can see, it's not doing a lot. 30 minute, hour, 4 hour is where I normally sit when the trade is active and the market's open. But I hit the dailies to actually see exactly where things go. I'm not overly concerned with this being in the negative $24.32 because it's only a 0.01 lot size. And that means I can spread it and go extra long. My stop loss on this specific one is 4,000 pips negative, or $40. And a pip is how we measure the time as well as the spaces as a measurement. My entry point is at 0.68310. That's my entry price. And then my my take profit is at the same level as my stop loss, as you can see. And the reason for that is the long time that I trade, I do a 1-on-1 ratio. So I can lose $40 or I can make $40, depending on how the market goes. And with this market, looking left tells us how to trade right. And you can go over this. This little spot right here that took place yesterday, this little line right here that I'm showing you, was something most did not see happening at all. But that's why my stop loss moved from 2,000 pips, as well as my take profit 2,000 pips, to 4,000 pips, and 4,000 for my take profit. The reasoning for that is because the market will change and do things like this. As you can see, the last time it was in this area was clear back in April 2015, 3 years ago. So this was definitely something we did not see coming. And the only way to see it coming is to go into the higher charts. So if I hit the week, I can definitely see what's going to be going on. It can actually move lower than it already is if it repeats, because trades always repeat. Their patterns are always repetitive. You can basically see the whole story the further you get in the charts, the hour, the week, the day, the month. The further you go, the more you can see. So you get the full picture, the full story. This specific one, I can see it go below my stop loss that I have right now. But I don't think that's actually going to take place. I could be wrong. And if I am, I will be moving my stop loss once again. Because back in July 12th of 2015, as you can see the date here, we actually go below where my stop loss is. And then it comes back and comes up. That's not a problem. I can adjust accordingly. And if you look at the rest of these, April, it was a high, and then it dropped in April 2014 to July 12th, 2015. As you can see the trend, how it goes up and down, up and down. This is with every single pair. You can see this with every single one. You can go into many different charts. This one specifically, this broker is forex.com, and they seem fairly well. I don't have any problems with them regulating, as well as having the right information, as well as everything else. The only thing I saw different is their rule of first in, first out. So if I were to put another trade position in this trade, then the first one I put in, which is what it is right now, would have to be taken out, closed down, before any other that I put in. And that's not always a good thing. So we're going to move back to the 4-hour. When the market's open, I like to stay specifically in that time frame because I can actually see what's going on. As you can see, this is the 4-hour chart that changed, was going straight up, was going really good, and then hit something in the news that turned it around and it made it plummet. But I'm in good hands. I'm in good control. And it's a good thing that the market, the trade market with currency, closes Friday at 5 p.m. and opens back up Sunday at 5 p.m. So I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday to let you know what's going on. If there's any questions, I normally keep it. Granted, it's a negative 24.32 right now, where the market's closed. It's not that big of a deal. When I moved my stop loss from 2,000 to 4,000, the reason why was this little line right here that just plummeted down. And you had to act fast because in 2 minutes, it went from 27.85 negative to 24.32 negative. 2 minutes before the market closed yesterday. It can go that fast. And in that quickly, you can lose everything if you're not prepared. So putting a stop loss where it needs to stay is okay until you see something like I did in the market. As the trend of this trade is moving, the more I had to adjust accordingly. I was not expecting it to drop like this right here, but it did, and it's not an issue. It took a few minutes. That's why I only have one trade at a continued time, because you never want to get your margin level below 100%. You do, the brokers will literally close you down, stomp you out, so you can't trade and you'll lose everything you have. I wouldn't advise that. So take your time, learn what the trends are on a specific trade. Watch one trade. If you can, do 2. Don't go higher than that. You can start with $10, one trade. but keep a close eye. Getting 10 pips for a $10 balance in your trade is not a bad thing. And you can come in and out within 20 minutes or less. The longer you stay in, the more you will see how the trade goes. The trends, that's why I don't put any of the indicators on my charts. There's no trend, there's no flags or head and shoulders or no indicator whatsoever, because I can tell by the time I spent with my trade exactly what's going to take place, and it gives me a heads up every time. I'll stop my screen share and we'll wait for a few questions. Are there any questions? Going once, going twice, and done. Thank you for joining me, and I hope the rest of your Saturday is an awesome day. See you Monday.